Hello everyone and welcome to Pampered Chef Live, our weekly cooking show. My name is Michael. Thank you for joining us today. We're so glad you're here. Let us know where you're joining from, how you're feeling today, and join the fun in the live chat during the episode premiere on YouTube. You can ask questions in that live chat as well, and we'll do our best to answer as many of them as we can during the premiere. Today, Pampered Chef consultant Kay will show us how to make quinoa energy bites and high protein snacks that are great for hiking, camping, and outdoor activities, anything on the go. If you miss a step, simply pause the video, go back and watch it again. You can find links to these recipes and to the featured products below the video, so it's easy to shop with your consultant. You'll also find there a link to our survey, which you can fill out after you watch for a chance to win a product giveaway. We'll randomly select 3 winners from survey participants and contact them by email. Let's hand over to Kay to get us started. Let's get cooking, friends.
Hi everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Kay, and tonight we're going to be working on some treats to take with my family as we go camping and hiking for the weekend. I'm so excited. So we're just going to take you along on our camping and hiking trip this weekend. But first I need to make some snacks. So we're going to start today with toasted quinoa energy bites. So since the quinoa is supposed to be toasted and the recipe calls for uncooked, I have 3/4 cup here in my mini measure roll, and I have my 10-inch stainless steel skillet preheating over medium heat. Now, we're gonna put it in dry pan because you just want the quinoa to toast. So we don't need to add oil. We don't want to make it into popped quinoa. Well, kind of we do, but we're just gonna put it in there in a dry pan. So what you're waiting for is it to start browning, and it will pop just a little bit, kind of like popcorn. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes over my medium-high heat here, and I can tell that it is starting to turn brown and toast a little bit. So I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm waiting for like one to pop. Oh, was that it? Or was that my stirring? Let's see again. Let's just rest and wait for it to brown a little bit. Okay, well, I am smelling the quinoa, like you can smell things when they start cooking. So, and I can see that it has turned a light brown color. So I'm gonna turn off my stove. I'm gonna show you that it has turned a light brown color. And I'm going to put this in my classic batter bowl to cool off for a few minutes. So I got my quinoa in my classic batter bowl. This batter bowl has been with my family for 26 years. It was the first Pampered Chef item I ever got, and it was a wedding gift from one of the teachers that I taught with. So yeah, it's very sentimental. I love using this batter bowl. Have you had things in your kitchen for as long as you've been married as well? I know that Pampered Chef stands up and stands the test of time, and we've been around for 46 years. So another thing that I love using, and I love using it at camp when I am at camp, but it's our manual food processor. It has little measurements on the side, so you can see, and I needed 2 cups of oats. And so I just measured it right in this bowl so that I didn't have to get another bowl dirty or a measuring cup dirty. And the neat part about this is it's all man-powered, so it's great for your for camp because you don't have to have electricity. And we're just going to chop it up a little bit. Rolled oats aren't they're pretty well chopped to begin with, but this is a good start for a good machine for that. And you can see that they've gotten a little chopped up then. And you can see the dust around the edge too. All right, we're just gonna stick those into the batter bowl with our quinoa. We're not big coconut fans, so I went with hazelnuts. And I bought pre-chopped ones. They weren't any cheaper than the other ones at the store, so I'm gonna grab 2/3 of a cup of those. There we go. Oh, it's about the whole pack. Let's go with it. But they are little, and they will go really well in our energy bites. So there's 2/3 of that, and this mini measure all is really coming in handy for this recipe. Next thing I need is a 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate morsels. I'm not a measure, but normally chocolate gets measured with your heart. Do you agree? All right, 1/2 cup. There we go, we're good, right? All right, 1/2 cup. Then, things that I do kind of need to measure. 3/4 of a cup of our creamy peanut butter. I think I'm gonna use the rest of my peanut butter. I do have backup peanut butter. Doesn't everybody else have backup peanut butter in their kitchen? So I've got my stone bar pan with some parchment paper on it so that these don't stick. I've also got my medium scoop, which is 2 tablespoons in volume. And I'm gonna use the medium scoop and then roll the little energy bites and put them on our parchment paper. While I'm doing that, let's talk about Earth Day. It's tomorrow. That's very exciting, right? It is a non-religious holiday that is all about being good stewards to the earth. And so there are several ways that you can do that. Lots and lots. So name something that you might do for Earth Day tomorrow. Or if you have plans, I would love to hear about them in the comments. We're going outside. And today I'm going to be using our silicone reusable storage bags for our treats for our hiking trip. We're going to be going to a beautiful location, and we are going to be hiking during the lunch hour. So we're gonna have breakfast at camp, but these energy bites are full of protein. You saw all the nuts and peanut butter. So quinoa is a protein grain, and there's more protein in quinoa than many other grains. And then, of course, it's got the chocolate in it and the sugar to help with energy, and it'll be a nice sweet treat out on the trail. I've done 15 so far. Oops, one moved. But I'm gonna stick them in the fridge so that they can firm up, and then I'm gonna put them in my reusable bags for the hike tomorrow. All right, we got all the energy bites rolled up, and they're about 140 calories each. And I'm gonna put these into our quart-sized reusable bags, and each of us is gonna get one, because you never know how hungry you're gonna be on a hike, and it never hurts to have extra food on a hike. So I'm not gonna be sad about having extra ones of these. Let's, I'm just gonna sample this one. The toasted quinoa makes it crunchy. The oats are oaty. Peanut butter and honey makes it stick together, make it sweet, and I like those chocolate pieces. I might have to measure a little more with my heart the next time, but it's a good little bite. So next up on our hiking snacks is candied nuts, because yum, and they're fun, and I have a pop and stir that I'm going to use, so I'm gonna put it to nuts. I'm only using the bottom, so it stirs and heats up and does all the things. But the things that you need for this recipe are 1 cup of raw nuts of your choice. I am choosing pecans for today. 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of water, a 1/2 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Let's get started. Here's my 1 cup of pecans, 1/2 of a cup of sugar, And then we need 2 tablespoons of water, and I am using our small stainless steel measuring cup. I do like this one because it does have the measurements on the side, and it sits nicely on my counter with water in it and doesn't spill everywhere. Today I'm using my measuring spoons, and they all hook together really nicely in a drawer so you don't lose them. Okay, 1/2 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. There we go. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. There we go. Now that smells delicious, but we gotta wait for it. It's gonna take about 9 minutes, and it's gonna get a sandy kind of texture. That looks pretty sandy to me. Okay, so all you have to do now is turn it off and let it cool, and then it's going in my snack bag for tomorrow. Okay, I had to test one. Things I love about the Pop and Stir is that it gets to the right temperature. You don't have to pay a lot of attention to it. It makes delicious things, and the plate is dishwasher safe. So I can just put it in the dishwasher when it's done and not have to worry about it. Our nuts have cooled off. They're gonna go into our small silicone reusable bag. It has a zipper on it so that it keeps things in there nice and tight and won't get all over my backpack while we're on the trail. Ready to go. Boop. Okay, so we have hiking snacks covered, but we like to eat easy dinner when we get to camp. We worked all day, and today we're driving 2 hours to get to camp. So we are usually do like meats and cheeses and things, but I have a no recipe that is for our Stay Cool Snackle box. And I love this thing. It's great for road trips. It's great for all day sporting events. It's great for camping, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get our dinner ready tonight, easy dinner, and it's just gonna go in the truck. And when we get to camp, I'm just gonna put it out on the picnic table. I don't have to cook. Matt doesn't have to cook, and there's very little cleanup, and I love that about easy dinner. So let's get started with our Stay Cool Snackle box. I do want to show you before I put things in it. It's got all of these inserts, and it has these cooling packs, just like our classic Cool and Serves that people have loved for years. This is going to keep my dinner tonight ready and cool for 4 to 6 hours. So it will be perfect for our couple-hour drive and then for dinner tonight. So let's get started. Well, you can put anything that you want in your snackle box. We're gonna do a like high protein and fiber snackle box tonight. Wow, that was a juicy apple. So we're starting with an apple, and this is our apple wedger. I'm never quite tall enough to push down really well, but it slices that apple really quick. And then I'm gonna put it in just this little bucket right here. Next up, high fiber, low calorie, great intake celery. And I love to dip things, so this is why celery gets a spot in our snackle box. We are going to be adding some almond butter into one of these. So up next, we need some meat and cheese. And have you used your bag clip and slicer set yet? They come in a set of 2, and they open bags really nicely, just like that. I don't have to sit and pick at it forever. So I've got some white cheddar cheese that we're gonna cut up for tonight. So this is called our crinkle cutter. And I learned a while back that I've seen some people use it like this, but for safety purposes, you want to rock and roll. So let's rock and roll. These are one of those tips that you learn at a Pampered Chef party. What's one tip that you've learned at a Pampered Chef party that you love to use all the time? Aren't these cute? See, it makes you look like I'm fancy. So let's add these to our box over here. And then I've got some summer sausage. And Matt and I enjoy summer sausage a lot, and I'm not gonna use my bag clip this time. I'm gonna use this is my favorite Santoku knife. It's the coated Santoku knife, and I use these all the time in my kitchen. One, because they are, well, dishwasher safe, and it's just fast and easy. They also can live in my drawers. We don't have a lot of counter space here, as you can see, and they live in my drawers with their sheaths on them, so that is good. All right, summer sausage, thank you for coming out of your package. All right, so this just slices through things really nicely. And yes, they do have the little skins on them, so you gotta make sure to take that off if you're not familiar with summer sausage. But you could also leave it on there if you wanted to and just confuse your kids. But, yep. I'm also using one of our silicone cutting mats, and I like that they're different colors and different patterns because I don't like to mix my meat cutting mats or cutting boards with my veggie or cheese cutting boards. This is finished and cooked meats, but my raw meats don't go on the blue cutting board. So that is helpful for us to know. All right, let's get these into our Snackle box. I do like that all of the snacks are separated. I'm one of those weird people who don't like my food to touch. So Thanksgiving and Christmas are really interesting for me. I'm like, okay, I need a bigger plate. Back on the stove, I have my eggs boiling, and they are in our 3-quart stainless steel saucepan, and they are getting ready to go in our Snackle box too. I can't wait to show you those and cutting those up because I've got a fun tool for that too. I love making pretty food, don't you? So have you been on our website and seen our no recipe recipes? That's what the Snackle box is. It's a protein box, right? And it has another no recipe to go into it. And this is called ham and pickle roll-ups. And when I looked at that, I was like, this is the most Midwestern thing I've ever seen. So it fits perfectly with me because I used to live in Iowa and in Missouri. And so I've got 4 ounces of cream cheese in my 2-cup prep bowl. And I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of my favorite seasoning, which seemed to go well with pickles and ham. And that's the French onion dip mix. Yum. I use this all the time. I love to dip things, don't you? All right, so that goes in, and then we mix it up. And you kind of want to make sure it's mixed well and the cream cheese is soft, because the next thing that's going to happen is you're going to spread it on a slice of ham. So we're gonna spread that on the slice of ham now. And I'm pretty generous with cream cheese. And you want it to go all the way to the edge because it needs to be able to stick to itself. I looked for really thin ham at the store, but this was big enough to fit my dill pickle spears, which I have had draining in my small colander, stainless steel colander. It has cute little happy spoons on it. Isn't that adorable? Okay. Functional and cute. Gotta love it, right? All right, so we put this right on the ham, right there, and here, roll it up. Now, there we are. So we've got a pickle roll-up. Then we want to take and slice our pickle roll-up and pray that it sticks to itself. So we're going to do that 4 times. And then put them in our Snackle box. They'll be beautiful right there. Perfect. Look how cute that is. Okay. All right. There's that. Okay. Our boiled eggs are done. Okay. Shut those off. Now you do know the trick that you need to add ice. Whew. Steam bath. You need to add ice so that they'll peel well, right? Let's do that now. So I'm on 4 hard-cooked eggs, and I'm gonna be using the decorative food cutter today to cut them up because pretty food, you know, it's fun. And it's got a little yellow guard on the bottom, so it can raise and lower, up and down. I'm gonna put it on, so it has 3 clips. I'm gonna put it on the second clip down. Then you just stick it in there into the decorative food cutter, just like that. Okay, here we go, ready? It's so hard, watch. Twist back. Then it has a little plunger that you put it in through the bottom. Boom. Look how cute it is. Okay. My husband always makes fun of me when I use it, but I love it. I think they're the cutest eggs ever. They are perfect for our high protein dinner tonight. And this food cutter goes into the dishwasher. And I really want to use it to make deviled eggs. I haven't yet. But I did use it as a part of a charcuterie board that I made for last Easter time. Okay, I got one well left for my Snackle box, and I got a nut butter that I made the other day in our deluxe cooking blender, and I believe it's called the Super Seed nut butter, but anyway, it's gonna taste great with our apples and our celery tonight. And it makes just about the perfect amount. So there's that. And here's the whole entire Snackle box all ready to go. So we've got our ham and pickle roll-ups, our apples, our nut butter, the summer sausage, cheese, boiled eggs, and celery, just because you always gotta have a veggie with dinner, right? All right, let's get it all packed up and ready to go. Almost forgot the lid. It goes on, and then it snaps down. It even has a handle. All right, got them all packed up, and the Snackle box is ready too. So let's hit the road.
Now it's time to eat.
And then finish everything else. All looks good. Smells good too. Okay, I just want to show you. It stayed nice and cold the whole time. Everything looks great. I'm so excited. Let's see if Matt likes it. A couple cheeses. All right, Snackle box. So, we've got, thank you. So we've got the pickle and ham roll-ups I was telling you about.
Okay.
This is a nut butter, but it's like a super seed one, so it's got chia seeds and things. I made it in the cooking blender. And then you got your celery for dippers and apples for dippers. And then summer sausage, cheese, and hard-cooked eggs.
And this goes into that.
Yeah.
Is this cheddar?
Yes, that's that white cheddar that we have. And these are our melamine dishes, or the outdoor dinnerware that we have. Pampered Chef has now in for summer, and it's perfect because it doesn't break in the camper, which is great. I like that. First snack, I have their candied pecans that I made in the pop and stir. So it's cinnamon, sugar, and pecans basically, and vanilla. I like those.
No, those are pretty good.
Those are pretty good. Well, and you tasted these before we left home, so I've got the energy bites for us too. So it'll be a nice little lunch.
Thank you, Kay. So fun to see your adventurous spirit in action out there on the trail. This was awesome. Thank you for doing this. Before we go, friends, I want to briefly tell you about some exciting offers that are still available for you for the rest of April. We have a sale going on right now for some essential kitchen tools, including multiple pieces of stoneware. Check the website for a full list of products that are on sale right now so you can shop with your consultant. Additionally, there's still time to host a shopping party with your friends and family in April, so you can get 60% off any one product, including the new Freezy Fun Ultimate Frozen Drink and Soft Serve Maker. Talk to your consultant to schedule your online or in-person party at the time that works for you. So that's all for us today, friends. Thank you again for joining us. We will be back with another episode of Pampered Chef Live next week, when consultant Wendy will teach us how to make some heart-healthy carne asada bowls and guacamole. So don't forget to use the links below to see today's featured recipes and products so you can shop with your consultant, and fill out that survey for a chance to win our weekly product giveaway. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe so you can get notifications of new episodes and we can share these episodes with more people. Thanks again for joining us, and happy Earth Day, friends, and happy cooking.